All right. Let me see which one, which scene is it? No, is it? Is it not that one? Oh, come on. It's popping up Twitter. But why is it popping up Twitter? Do I have to go that? Give me a moment. All right. Uh, why? Why does it look like that? No, 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 no. There it is. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our post-game, quote, post-game show. I've been a little bit busy today. I do have a quiz that I got to do, and that is tomorrow. So I've been taking most of the day to study. 'Cause school's first. That's what you got to do. Then you just happen to have a Laker game today, or game 3. I thoroughly enjoyed this one, but that's only in the fourth quarter when the Lakers hit that hot start. They just went off. Rondo with like 3 steals consecutively, bringing it to within 3, and then what happens next is absolute dog shit. It overall the I want to say between the second and the fourth quarter were basically the worst, just one of the worst. I don't know, because it wasn't necessarily that bad. It's just a ton of misses. In terms of the statistics, if I can pull it up, where is it? They went like 6 for 28 from behind the arc all game. Still pretty bad. The thing is that, and this is really gonna shock you as much as it shocked me. You look at the rebound column. Anthony Davis, first team All NBA with 2 rebounds. First team All NBA, 2 rebounds. Denver in the where is it? In the matchup in this game, 44-25 in the rebound. In the first 2 games, in game 1, 34-37. But game 1, 34-27, and then for game 2, 44-31. So you're telling me that the Denver Nuggets were finally able to figure out the kryptonite to basically contain Anthony Davis. Because yeah, he did well in terms of scoring, but in terms of rebounding, that's his bread and butter. You know, he's been averaging a double-double in most of these things. Now this 2 rebound game brings him down to 9.5. Playoff career low. LeBron James triple-double, 30, 10, and 11 with 20 points in the second half. And Rajon Rondo passing Kobe in the assists, I think playoff assists. But, you know, I'll say he had a pretty strong outing today, only in the fourth quarter. That was when they truly turned it up. Otherwise, the rest of the game was a bunch of trying to come back. At the end of the second, they were able to get it down to within, I want to say, they got it down to 53-63. And then they got it. It wasn't until the fourth quarter that they were able to get it down to 1 possession. But they just got tired. Like, there was like you had 3 trips down the court. You had the Rondo steal, the LeBron score, and I think there was another Rondo steal, and a couple Davis scores, and a Davis dunk. There's like 5 possessions that the Lakers were able to get stops, and they converted. And that was all in the fourth quarter. But I'm just epically frustrated because not only were the three balls not happening, it just didn't seem like the Lakers were there defensively, and that's frustrating. And not to mention, what's kind of scary now is that now you're able to you see how much that they gassed out. What is happening? I'm also 0 for 3 to start off my game. Yikes. That being said, I'm not nervous at all. I don't think anybody should be nervous. This is a great game, but I'm not quite nervous. Had we been in a situation where this is a game 6 or a game 7 time, like if it was game 7, I would be freaking out. Right now, I'm not. It's 1-2 as long as the Lakers get a grip. Because I just don't get it. It boggles me how he only was able to get 2 rebounds in like 30 minutes of play. And you're first team All NBA. You're tall as fuck, and you get 2 rebounds. That makes no sense. No sense. And I that's the part of the game that I think is the reason that caused the Lakers. Looking back at the thing, so the largest lead was 20. They were able to get that down to 3. The Lakers had a 6-point lead, and my mantra, and I'll say it over and over again, as long as the Lakers are winning, never trust a lead. And if they're playing, and I doubt they can hear me, they should not trust any lead. They need to defend like it's a game 7, and I'll say that their defensive decision in the fourth, going with a zone, that's if that's what stuck, then keep running it. Rondo with all those steals, keep doing that until they start calling fouls. Dwight Howard played solidly well, but picking up so many fouls. I don't think turnovers weren't an issue that much in this game. They had like 20 plus in the last one. 16 turnovers, but 26 fouls. They were in the bonus, or Denver was in the bonus for so long in the second and the third quarters, and I feel like that every single foul that they make is a free point given to them. And that is another factor that they had. I mean, they're very fortunate right now to have only an 8-point loss. Because for me, if it was a double digits between around, I'd say 15 and 25, if had the lead been that bad, that's when I'd start being concerned. An 8-point lead is okay for me, especially since you got the game from 20 to 3, and I'm like, okay, so that's not that bad. The next game is going to be on Thursday. That's when we're also going to do our next broadcast. We will also do our fourth quarter live stream. I had considered hopping in the middle of the fourth quarter, but it's like, don't get your hopes up. I also live by Lawler's Law. First team to 100 wins the game. So I was just seeing the Denver Nuggets get stuck at 99 for so long. That was like, okay, so if they pass 100 in any of these next possessions, that's gonna be game. And I think after Rondo finally got called for a foul, and I'll say finally because that man plays scrappy. I'm not going to say plays dirty because that's Patrick Beverly, but he plays scrappy. And you could really tell that he really wants it. That's why you didn't see him celebrating with the rest of the team after AD hit the dagger at the end of game 2. So, that man wants a ring, and he wants it so bad, he's willing to dog for it. Kyle Kuzma. Oh man, I was watching the pregame show and they're like, Kyle Kuzma should be able to. This is one of the games where Kyle Kuzma should be able to get 18 to 25 points. 18 to 25 points. He only got 11 points. That was it. Tons of disappointing missed threes. Danny Green cold again, so he is back to earth. 4 points, 4 rebounds. Yikes. JaVale McGee only 8 minutes, but that's because Dwight Howard has been playing astounding defense. I really enjoy. I'm a huge proponent of him getting into the head of Nikola Jokic, and that, I like that. He's willing to trash talk. He's willing to trash talk him into basically trying to choke. And at one point, like when I had the feeling that they were, like when they were at least 4 down, I was ready to tweet out Nikola Jokic, and against better judgment, I didn't want to be put on H Like Milk Reddit, so I held back, and lo and behold, it ended up being Jeremy Grant. So, and this is another big thing, that the Lakers during their down years, if you remember, there would always be a key of the game that would basically be, don't create new stars. You look at Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant had a career high 26 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. 26 is a career high for him. And that means you're now creating a third star in Jeremy Grant. Gary Harris, in my opinion, would be their third person. But the Lakers, when they were having those really bad years, I think between 2013 and 2018, that was the time when you'd have new stars. And Jamal Murray is one of those players who became stars after the Lakers were able to, when the Lakers would play so badly that a person would rise up and shine against over all their other teammates. And Jamal Murray has now become a certified star, especially after this the Utah Jazz series, after the series of 50-point games. And that always scares me. What if he decides to drop 50 points on us? That's why our defense needs to be better. That's why we need to out-rebound the team. In the big man matchup, in the rebounding department, AD with 2 rebounds, Nikola Jokic, double-double, 10 rebounds. Jamal Murray, 8. Porter Jr., 6. And Paul Millsap, 8. Torrey Craig, 6. For the Lakers, James, 10. And that's basically as close to double digits as it gets. Because right after that, you have Danny Green with 4. 4 rebounds. He's the second highest on the team. Box the fuck out. I mean, come on.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Irving's got 9 points.
You want to know what sets up Irving's drives? I mean, his ability to hit from distance, his handles, his game.
I have finally been able to All right. So the next game is going to be on Thursday. What I really want to see is the 3 ball to go in. I'm still wrapped around how we were able to, because it was a series. I had to think, how did you not jump for that? Anyways, I had to imagine that it was a mix of the misses, the missed shots, and a mix of the missed shots and some offensive fouls that led to the massive run in the second quarter. 4 turnovers, yay. The four players in double figures: KCP with 12, Kyle Kuzma 11. Rondo almost broke in, but he had a pretty game. It's all in the fourth quarter, and I don't like that idea of having to recover when you could have been sticking to the entire plan the entire time. You would not be down. You would not be in a losing situation right now. Oh man, I need to give more assists.
Impressive number of points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a
Steals like that to LeBron, to AD, to Kyle Kuzma, to Caldwell Pope. Caruso was cold. He only scored 2 points, 2, 1, and 3. 2 important steals.
pass to Durant. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Takes a 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
My phone has like the loudest vibrations. And my chair is like the loudest thing ever. Oh no, I am behind the play.
The Lakers lead is cut down to 7. Good work from Kyrie Irving.
Irving on the other side with his own three. What a competitor.
Here's Big Cat. 33 points for him. 3-pointer.
What am I doing shooting these? I know I'm trying to talk and
Surveying the
do this at the same time. And in fact, give me a second. Let me readjust myself because I have. I'm gonna push it all the way there. Put that there. Put this there. And my big thing is that I am actually hearing I can actually hear the fan. So that's very annoying because it's a laptop.
You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Big Cat.
Put it up, in, and freaking out. Is this the most I've missed? Kinda.
Howard, good.
I
Howard's got 5
do average like around 8
Away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive
or 6 or 7 misses from behind the arc, so I've just about hit my threshold. Levert, no. Hard to believe we're only down up 6 or up 9. Duh. Can't do math because I've been doing math all day.
to take on the 76ers. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them.
I'm gonna check if the audio's working. I had to turn it down because the game audio apparently has been pretty loud, louder than my audio, and so when I would speak, it would be, it would sound pretty annoying trying to go over
Here's Los Angeles now.
Kevin Harlan doing the call. Our stream cut out last week as well, so I don't know if it was a Wi-Fi issue. I did not put in my I didn't put in my Ethernet cable in, so that might have done something.
The coaches look forward to outline their strategy during the timeout.
Pretty happy though.
A chance to rehydrate.
So that's why today we're only doing it on YouTube. We'll also be going. We're gonna try to go back on YouTube and Twitch tomorrow or on Thursday. Tomorrow night I'll probably do a test stream. I'll most likely do a test stream of that for not Fall Guys. I wish I could play Among Us, but I was able to get it on mobile for free, so I'm gonna try doing that. But I also want to go back to Battlefront, which is something that we haven't done in a while. Definitely. So this series is officially going to a Game 5, which is going to be played on Saturday, which means the Saturday live stream will be a NBA 2K live stream with fourth quarter coverage as well. I want to see how that goes, because then that way I can at least have air any of my grievances with the game in play.
Here's Irving. Good on the bucket. Irving's got 28.
while I try to figure out what happened in this one. Why couldn't we figure out how to close it out? Because we were right there. And then Kuzma missed the three. That's the infuriating part. I think Kuzma missed the three, and then that was it. Like, no more.
Howard trying to free himself up. Sticks another. 3 more from Big Cat.
And I will say that, you know, they do, like, badly need the rest. And this is also one of those things that really scared me going into this matchup, because yes, I am aware that they may have gotten almost a week of rest, but they're an older team. You know, LeBron's around, like, what, 34, 35? They're tired if, like, they've gotten tired. I'm not saying old and tired. I'm just saying they're just almost exhausted, especially after going up and down the court like that, getting steal and then pushing. So, and then they're a much more youthful team. So yeah, in a way, I guess I am saying that the Lakers are getting old. Oh, why did you not cut?
And stolen by Jordan. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. For 3. Good on the 3-point shot. LeVert's got 9.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter. Now he's got 1 in the
And
second.
Dwight's screen. I've been trying to bring back Dwight's career in my career.
That one falls.
Like, oh my god, I hate it when we call timeout in the first half. Basically, and I've posted on the streams before that I would try and put the Lakers up so much that we don't take a first half timeout, and we would just take a second half timeout.
Who's gonna get the 1 pick or the second pick? I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
Maybe Davis can do something. I'm pretty sure he's got a couple of rebounds tonight. And then just give up on the play and not go for it. Like, thanks 2K for making my player so crappy.
Green in for Waiters. Poked away. Here's LeVert. Dishes it to Boykins. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Boykins has got his first points of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Oh, Morris in business.
Finally. Of all people, it's got to be Morris. Morris actually did pretty well. Though I really think that they,
17.
what the lineup could have been would it be a taller lineup with 3-point shooting capabilities in AD.
Allen surveying.
In AD,
Guarded now by Morris.
Dwight Howard,
The whistle. 2 free throws coming.
AD, Dwight Howard, and then Morris as your small forward. And then your defenses would be Caruso and Rondo with, you know, you could also swap Caruso for
The first one falls. And Brooklyn making a change here.
Caruso for KCP. But then again, KCP tonight was,
McGee's checked in for Davis.
I'll say, trash.
Kuzma comes in.
So, the shots just didn't fall for the Lakers, and that's what hurts. Because then you're unable to, because that's basically when the shots stop falling. That's when the other team has the momentum, and Denver definitely had the momentum.
He needs to be at just the right moment.
LeBron James though, 30 point playoff triple double in NBA playoff history. It's like, wow, that is very, very specific.
In the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now.
See, plays like that, dive to the basket.
Keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding
Lots of bad passes in this one. Like, a lot of the turnovers that the Lakers had were either offensive fouls or bad pass turnovers, which is really upsetting. Like, throw a good pass. Like I like seeing a baseball style pass, but as long as you know that it's going to get to them. I've seen many steals, especially one big one, a LeBron to Kuzma intercepted or tipped away by Jokic, and there was a lot of that, lots of bad passes, and overall, just really bad passes, offensive foul turnovers were basically the ones that I saw. I'm sure there's a lot more than those, but like off the foot, but especially the offensive foul ones. Dwight Howard, and they're like today, I think it was the third quarter. Dwight Howard, that was when it really called back Kobe's issues with Dwight Howard not being serious. I'm not gonna count it as soft because he obviously was playing really hard, but he was like jokester. You know, he's back to his Orlando days. You know, yeah, as much as I like a jovial Dwight Howard, be jovial when you're actually up. He was playing when they were down 20. Yeah, he's giving the Lakers the energy with those monster dunks and the great defense. But you know, first you gotta read the room, fam. You gotta read the room. Who's up? Denver. What you gotta try to do? Get into Jokic's head. Get into Jokic's head, but without fouling. I just absolutely hate it when Dwight Howard fouls, because when Dwight Howard fouls, it's on really good defensive plays. You know, he's in great position, but then he goes too far. It's as if, like, I'm extremely happy to be here. Let me push you. Let me visibly push you in front of the referee and get called for the offensive foul. I rarely saw that, like, in his initial Laker run. We never saw that. We see him bullying for position. I'm sorry, I have the window open. We see him bullying for position, and it's clearly an offensive foul. Like, he's going way too hard. So it's like, is there a point for him, at least, to tone it down a little bit? Like, I get you're very excited that you're getting playoff time. You're able to prove the Laker haters wrong from your tenure in 2012, 2013. But giving points away because now the Lakers are out of fouls, and Denver has a chance to shoot those free throws. You know, that's when you know that, hey, it's time to bring back JaVale. But then JaVale looks kind of clumsy out there, especially when he's defending. So it's like, I mean, I'll take playoff experience over. I'll take the playoff experience, but then again, both players have had, both JaVale and Dwight Howard have had finals experience, except just the one finals for Dwight. With that being said, I just hope that this game doesn't lead to any inner turmoil like what we've seen from Boston. But at the same time, you know, Marcus Smart said that, yeah, or I don't know who said it, I don't remember. You know, you got to argue a little bit. You know, you got to argue. You got to be upset, and that makes a good team. I don't remember who said it. I don't know the exact quote, but you know, it went something along the lines of that.
What a game. That's 72 points. He's been simply great. Sensational throughout this one.
The one big thing that I'm really jealous of in terms of the game, I don't know if the Lakers get a day off, because the Eastern Conference Finals so far, I think they've technically had 2 days off. Like one back-to-back where they had days off, and that was Sunday and Monday. They're back in, or no, today and yesterday. So Sunday was their last game. No, Because today is Tuesday, that would have made.
Big Cat
Oh, yeah.
to Davis. Here's Big Cat, guarded by Prince. Fires
So they have like a day advantage
It's the triple. 3 points.
because they didn't play yesterday. Because there weren't any games for the first time. So they last played Saturday. They didn't play Sunday. They didn't play Monday.
Pass to Irving.
Today's Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. And
Lavert's got
today's Tuesday, and they play tomorrow. So they get a back-to-back days off. Give me a moment. So they got a back-to-back days off, and they are extremely lucky in my opinion, because now the Lakers and to a lesser extent the Nuggets are now exhausted. So they need the rest.
passing it around.
Oh, that's weird. Tonight is the Dancing with the Stars. I don't know why I remember that, but of all things, I did.
On the triple. And Los Angeles
Today's random thoughts. Well, first of all, Chipotle. I just found out Chipotle is bringing back their carne asada, and their carne asada is next level. It's like steak, but it's it's a fattier steak, man. I really enjoyed that when they had their run in 2019. Chipotle, if you're watching this better be a permanent addition. I'm not asking for your sponsorship. I just want to know if this is going to be permanent. I love Chipotle. I get it with both queso and guacamole. And is it good? And so I'm happy to get it back tomorrow, actually. So I'm probably gonna get that for lunch. I usually just try to have it once a week. If I do decide to have it in consecutive weeks, just do it once a week.
Now the pass to Durant.
And then earlier today, I was perusing the internet. I was basically the big thing that's been on my living in my mind rent free has been Beauty and the Beast, the new attraction at Tokyo Disneyland. That already has ride footage already out, and boy oh boy, that looks like a beautiful attraction. Some people are saying that it's having pacing issues. Some people even say it's looking bland. What I've seen so far, I'm super impressed. But in my opinion, I will kind of agree to that, but not in the show scenes per se, but in the technology. The technology is trackless, but it also depends on what kind of trackless ride system that they have. And they decided to go for the hockey puck. Now there are multiple rides that do hockey puck, and the hockey puck style ones are so. In terms of trackless attractions at Disney, you have the original one, so the theater style, which is Universe of Energy in Epcot, and which both of these are gone. So this is technically a very dead technology, come to think of it. It's the theater style where you have benches, rows, and they're massive ride vehicles, and they go between massive show scenes. Universe of Energy at Epcot and Hollywood Studios, Great Movie Ride, that was what it was. And then to a smaller extent, I'm also including Aquatopia, which in and of itself is a hockey puck style, because it looks like a hockey puck, and that's that one. Oh, how many threes have I missed? 9. And so you have that's the theater style. The most unique one, in my opinion, has to be the Tower of Terror, because Tower of Terror is you're going vertically. You're going forward and back, And I think you're going left and right, like a slight turn. But then you're primarily moving forward and back to move from shaft to shaft and then going up and down. That's a trackless ride vehicle that is going on the list as the most unique. But just right underneath that, you also have the well-themed ones, and then that is Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters. As much as I really want to put Aquatopia, it still looks like a hockey puck, and it's a no for me, fam. And then the hockey pucks are gonna be Ratatouille, Beauty and the Beast, Mystic Manor, Pooh's Honey Hunt. Am I missing anything? And but it's the advantage, though, to the hockey puck, as you've seen, you can do pitching, and that's nice and all. But I like a good ride vehicle that's well themed to it. So something themed like Rise of the Resistance is amazing. And then you also have not to mention, you also have a droid on it. You know, you can really do well with theming using that type of trackless ride vehicle. With a hockey puck, yeah, the ride vehicle is going to look nice, but you're essentially riding on top of a Roomba. That's a great comparison. Hockey pucks are Roombas to a trackless ride vehicle. That's a very interesting concept. So yeah. Interesting thing is that Aquatopias can run. It's like that. That's technically a water ride, so it gets wet. Yet Rollickin' Roadsters has to close in rain. So I am confused on that end. But yeah. Nothing happened on Sunday, so I'm not going to talk. Or Sunday or Monday. No, Monday. Nothing happened yesterday. But Monday Night Football returned to ABC for the first time since 2005. God, hard to believe this week's just started. I'll hit that. The one thing that I love about 2K Danny Green is that he can actually shoot, catch and shoot situations. As I mentioned, as I say that, I missed a shot, so ironic. But yeah, the Raiders game yesterday, I was actually, they opened Allegiant Stadium. It's a really nice stadium, but I'll put SoFi over it because it's basically SoFi is an awning. It's basically open air, and then you just have it's open air on the two sides. So technically, you should be able to have crowds, Newsom. You should technically be able, because that's basically like having an easy up tent and having a football stadium built inside that easy up. And that confuses me in the fact that, that can open, and then, like, that way you can open that at like 10, 15, 25%, but then again, you'll take a look at the COVID numbers for LA County, and they're significantly higher than those in the Orange County. SoFi is beautiful. You know what? First time I ever heard of SoFi, it was that. And SoFi, I always thought was a tech company. Turns out the Fi is not Fidelity, like in wireless Fidelity, but it's they are a finance company. So that's pretty cool. I've seen several pictures of SoFi taken from high up, and apparently they can project. Right, is it Allegiant, or is it both that can project onto their roofs? Anywho, no, yeah, I think it's both that they can project scenes to because it's in the flight path of LAX, because it's like it's Inglewood and it's on the way to LAX. So if you're coming in from the east, you would be able to see SoFi Stadium, which is going to be a big question. Where are they going to hold the Olympics opening ceremony in 2028? Are they going to still, is the Coliseum still going to be around, or are they going to use SoFi? Because SoFi is big, but it's not Coliseum big. I think you can have like 110,000 people. And just thinking about that idea in the era of COVID, I mean, the Olympics in LA aren't until basically the end of the decade. You know, is everything going to return to normal in the decade that we can actually fit 110,000 people from all around the world safely? Question mark. Because I know there's a ton of negative stigma, and I really hate hearing it and seeing it. Like, racism is unfortunately it's alive, and unfortunately it's well, and that's my biggest fear when it comes to hosting the Olympics, because then you know what's going to happen. But the Olympics are the Olympics, and I really feel like we need the Olympics now more than ever as a means to bring the world together again, because right now the world's been crap. It's been crap. And we need something positive. I was going to say, if you're going to get blocked, my guy.
And here is Johnson. Pass to Llewellyn. And down it goes, jamming that one home. Ooh, he put a little action on that one. He does.
So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have a test live stream just to test out if my streaming stuff is okay. We did cut out yesterday, or we did cut out on our Sunday stream. That's why I'm double checking it on my phone right now. Everything is looking pretty good, so we're also getting at 60 frames per second. One big thing that I have against this game is that it doesn't run well. And they even say it in the video settings that it doesn't run well in the high refresh rates, which is kind of frustrating. I never really had any problems until I hit the NBA portion of my career, because by the time I hit my career, if I would try to sim to any point that, like, I'm on the bench, let's say, and I want to sim to my next appearance, it would just slowly creep along. And apparently one fix for that was to alt tab out and in and out of the game, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that for just to use 300 refresh rate, you know. That's really annoying. And apparently when I was looking at it, it hasn't been fixed in EA for 3 generations, or for three different games. I think since 19. So fix it. If they do decide to give PC gamers the next gen treatment, they should at least make it compatible, because I hate having these massive bugs that really slow down your game, and then oftentimes they'll sometimes roll back after like 10 minutes, and it's annoying. You know, you'd come out, sit on the bench, and then it would be slow, and by the time that it's your turn to go in, it stops and then it says skip, and it's like, what was the point of that? So that's one of the biggest glitches that I've seen so far. I think we're 3 weeks in already, so
I mean, he has to work harder to get
Do I dare get another triple-double?
He's been taking some
I finally had my first, that game that we streamed was actually the first game that we did with a rebounds triple-double, so that was fun.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as
I
much
thoroughly
as he
enjoyed
can
it.
from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Back to Temple.
I may have 6 rebounds, 4 steals, but I'll still have... I'm surprised I don't have a foul.
Claxton. Bucket is good. Claxton
I'm going to try to go for that.
They're finding
Rebounds
ways
triple-double.
now with consistency.
Yeah, we have Nicholas Batum. He was in the trade.
Oh, and they get in the way of the
He
alley-oop.
he was the bargaining trade for Hendricks Cobb,
Here's Luwawu, and
which is
foul on
nice
the
because
shot.
that's another
So
veteran
Nicholas at the
presence.
line.
Or if you're a Nick Batum fan, kind of sucks because that means he's ring
On
chasing.
that one, shouldn't be much debate there.
And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in.
I feel like we should re-sign Markieff Morris. Markieff has been a beast for us, and that way that would really make a Battle of LA pretty interesting.
The pass to Big Cat.
All right, who's open? Who is open?
McGee in the corner. 5 to shoot. Outside Bradley. Over Temple. And he sinks that one
All right,
in the
I'll
back
take
of
it,
the
I'll
rim
take it.
on the way in. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
Not my best game. I know I've hit career high several times
Passes to Johnson.
in terms of points, steals, and assists. I hit 30 assists
Outside Jordan.
for the first time in this game, and that was pretty fun.
Pass to Claxton.
Oh, there you go. I'm going to pull what you guys are doing to my passes. To almost each and every single one of my passes, I'm trying to get it to JaVale frickin' McGee.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be
I'm just trying to get it to McGee.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. Pass to Luwawu.
Timote Luwawu Cabarro.
Johnson outside.
Tyler Johnson.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Since when?
And the Lakers have possession. To the middle.
Lob it up. They're never ready for the lob, and that's
The other way.
pretty annoying. Look at that. I already have a triple-double. Turnovers.
They've got to communicate much
LeBron
better.
has been averaging around like 5 turnovers this entire season. It's another big concern for LeBron. The turnover rate, like
43 left to play in the final
they're
quarter.
like kind of unusually high for him, and if he keeps doing that, but the only thing is that how much of that is also offensive foul,
Plays like that. Very
because
often, that's a
you
nice
play hard, and I
play
like
side.
to, we all love to see it, but then the refs
Here's Big
make
Cat,
it
who's guarded
soft.
by Johnson.
And one team
Which,
is
by the
just
way,
so
LeBron with the flop today. That should not
tonight.
have been a flagrant foul.
Reignited what is turning out to be
That should
a
not have been a
monster
flagrant
win
foul,
here for
and
Los
it
Angeles.
was.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was
Just a
like
thought.
watching
Finally,
a cat
take my lob. I want to get
chase a mouse. They were
20
able to do more or less
assists, like 3
whatever
assists
they
more.
wanted.
And so checking out their
Before
season
we
record,
call
this
it
will
a
become their
night.
45th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice.
And that's basically
They're certainly
Rondo
happy to start it off with a
pestering
win.
them into
You know, looking
getting
back at all the
turnovers.
contributions
I really want to
tonight,
see
it
more
was
of
a
that defensive
really
Rondo.
phenomenal all-around game for
Because
Big
if that,
Cat.
because if the offense wasn't there, and that's fine,
Just because he was hot.
because the assists weren't there, I don't think at least no he.
Big bucket there to quiet this crowd.
Fuck, what
And
was
they
that?
need something to cheer about
What was
again
the numbers on that?
soon.
Oh, Rondo with 8. 9 and 8. Okay, so pretty well in that. But actually, let me pause because the turnovers, 4 fouls, 4 turnovers, and many of them were on
So
bad
far,
pass
we've seen
situations
them be a bit careless with the ball.
that he, as a pass receiver,
How they played thus far.
and they were manageable.
Some more discipline.
But in my opinion, I think that's how he keeps getting his hand injured. That's why he doesn't like having to
There's
like
42 seconds left in the
tinfoil hat on. That the reason why he missed those catches is that those are some of the arms that, like some of the hands that he's injured, like earlier this season or recently in his career, that he injured those hands and missed substantial time. He's also, I think he hurt his hand back in February, Feb, March, before the closure, before the stoppage. I think he. Okay. I think he hit the ball with his hand, and then I think that's what broke it. So he's basically has brittle hands. I don't know what it is, but it just looks like he's nervous in catching it, that he might re-injure it, which is a valid explanation, but nah. And so that is going to do it. Final score 197, 137. Could have broken 200 on this one. I've broken 200 in the last 2 games. But I'll take it. I'll take the 6 rebounds because I'm not a rebounding machine. It apparently is Anthony Davis in this game. I still can't believe 25 total rebounds. Come on. At least we kept team turnover with all those team takeover with all those turnovers that we took. Personally, I don't use team takeover, but I feel like it's good. Sup baby boy, that kind of, like, Archie's kind of creepy when he's saying shit like this. Sup baby boy. What are you talking about like this, man? Alright, let's see this thing. 77,000. I don't care about the incentives. Every 3-point shot made. Every steal made. Buzzer beaters? Nah. But I'll take the A+ grade. Or the B. Because I'm not going to shoot in the 3-point contest. Let's do that. Thank you very much. Ooh. Yes, I signed with Jordan because I would rather be the Jordan player of the game than New Balance player of the game. And I hope, I don't know if it's been brought up, if next gen NBA 2K will still have New Balance player of the year. But New Balance player of the year is a gigantic middle finger to a basketball icon, in my opinion. I'm not good with any of this, so I'm just going to color it. Color palette. Oh, it's just colors. Mash. Color palette. I'll go with my high school colors, blue and gold. I'll just go there. Ugh. Bup. Oh, I could have done that. Okay, so I'll go that. Because I ain't messing with no hex colors. That's insane. I'm going all of a sudden Warriors blue, but good enough for me. I remember when I made an absolutely horrible shoe, the Task Force 1, last year's 2K. Nobody's gonna see these. Nobody's gonna see that. Oh, that's how you get it. Okay, so that one. They're starting to look like Kobe's now. I like it. Base. Is there a darker blue? I mean, I bet there is, but I just don't want to do the hex stuff. Oh, there's all this too. Tongue. Yeah, sure, why not? Outsole. Yeah. Yeah. Give your shoelace some patterns. Oh, they do have that blue. I do like that deep blue though. Regular, so purple lacing. This is tongue lining, dim colors. Yeah, why not? Tongue itself. Why not? Lining. Team colors. Ooh. Why not? Actually, I like that. Why not? Layer 11. Colors. Why not? I'll say that's good enough for me. Save this shoe. Task Force 1. Or actually, let's go ahead and give this a very fitting name. Let's go ahead and name this the COVID-19s. Sound good to you? The COVID-19s. Okay, I can type it in, right? Yes, I can. It is now available. So that way, when everybody sees that shoe, social media, oh, they're not gonna I don't know if they're going to show it. That way it's like, yo, have you seen the brand new COVID-19s? Bro, Donovan Mitchell just seen with brand new COVID-19s from Jordan. Imagine that. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you guys on Thursday for our fourth quarter stream of the game. That is going to be game 4. There will be a game 5 on Saturday. It's really tense with all these back and forth every other day games. It really is. It's putting a toll on the players. It's nerve-wracking because you don't know if they're going to be all there, like, and all there as in, like, is their mentality, like, are they going to play to the fullest? That's the big question. Our questions are going to be answered on Thursday, hopefully. But anyways, till then, I'm Mark Canape. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next live stream. We'll be back tomorrow, technically. I'm going to see if a good friend Freddie from Imagine Tomorrow podcast, if he's down to do to live stream Battlefront tomorrow. But tomorrow's going to be a Battlefront test stream. We'll go live at around 10-ish, 9-ish, 10, all that. Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys then. So long.